Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, life keeps throwing one more thing at you? You wake up, tired, check your phone, and there it is, another bill, another problem, another reminder that peace never lasts long. You scroll through social media and everyone looks happier, more successful, more certain, while you're just trying to hold yourself together. Sometimes it's not even the big moments that break you, it's the small ones, the arguments that replay in your head, the feeling of being misunderstood, the weight of expectations from people who have no idea how close you are to giving up. You smile in public, but inside you're exhausted, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You try to stay positive, but deep down, fear keeps whispering. What if you fail again? What if you lose everything? What if you're just not enough? We all know that voice. It comes in the silence, in the loneliness, in the moments when life feels too heavy to carry. And sometimes you wonder if anyone else feels the same. But here's the truth. The Stoics discovered long ago, fear is not your enemy, it's your mirror. It shows you where your strength is waiting to grow. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, what blocks your path is not your downfall, it's your direction. That breakup you did not see coming, that failure that shattered your confidence, that rejection that left you questioning your worth, all of it is shaping something powerful inside you. The Stoics believed that life does not happen to you, it happens for you. Every obstacle is a lesson in disguise. Every fear is a teacher testing your courage, because courage is not built in comfort. It's built in chaos, in doubt, in the moments you choose to rise when everything tells you to quit. Maybe you're in that season right now, standing between who you were and who you're meant to become. Maybe you've been hiding behind fear for too long, waiting for the right moment to feel ready. But here's the secret. You'll never feel ready. You just start. You just walk through it. And the moment you do, fear begins to fade and strength starts to rise. In this video, we'll explore 8 timeless Stoic lessons that will help you face life with calm, power, and clarity. Lessons that will remind you how to stay still when the world shakes, how to find meaning in your pain, and how to live so deeply that fear itself bows to your peace. So take a deep breath, stay with me till the end. Because once you see fear not as an enemy, but as a doorway, you'll finally understand. You were never meant to run from fear. You were meant to walk through it and become unstoppable. Lesson 1. Walk with fire, not away from it. You wake up some mornings already tired, not from the day ahead, but from the weight you've been carrying for years. The disappointments, the heartbreaks, the quiet fears of failing again. They pile up like stones on your chest, and when another challenge appears, your first thought is, "Not again. I cannot handle more." But listen, the fire in front of you is not sent to destroy you. It's sent to reveal you. Every difficulty you face is the universe testing the strength you've forgotten you have. The Stoics believed that character is not built in comfort. It's built in the storm, in the chaos, in the days when nothing feels fair. When your plans collapse, when people doubt you, when you're lost in fear, that's your fire. And you have a choice: walk away and stay the same, or walk through and become someone new. Most people spend their lives running from discomfort, and because of that, they stay fragile. But the one who faces pain without flinching, that's the one who becomes unbreakable. Think about it. How many times have you avoided something hard? A conversation, a dream, a truth, just because it scared you. And what did that avoidance bring? More fear, more regret, more distance from who you could have been. When you run from the fire follows, but when you walk through it, it loses its power. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is endurable, then endure it, stop complaining." And he was right. You've endured before, you've been hurt before, and yet you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. So stop asking why life burns and start asking what it's burning away. Maybe it's your doubt, Maybe it's your fear. Maybe it's everything that no longer belongs to your higher self. Don't curse the fire. Use it. Let it harden your spirit and light your path, because those who walk with fire, not away from it, discover something the fearful never do, that pain ends, fear fades, but strength stays forever. Lesson 2. Refuse to be ruled by emotion. There are days when your emotions take over before you even realize it. Someone says something small and you explode. A message goes unanswered and suddenly you feel unwanted, unseen, unloved. One moment of silence can feel like rejection, one mistake like failure. We've all been there, reacting, regretting, and repeating. And the worst part, when the storm passes, we look back and think, why did I let that control me? That's what the Stoics warned about. The danger of being ruled by emotion instead of guided by reason. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He meant, control the inner world, and the outer world loses its power over you. Because anger, jealousy, fear, they are not your enemies. They're signals. They tell you where your peace is weakest. When someone insults you, pause. When fear rises, breathe. When frustration burns in your chest, don't fight it. Observe it. You'll notice something strange. Emotions lose control when they're watched calmly. They feed on reaction, but die in awareness. Think about how many problems in your life came not from what happened, but from how you responded. A few words said in anger, a decision made in panic, a truth avoided because of fear. If you had paused, just paused, you would have seen the situation differently. Refusing to be ruled by emotion does not mean becoming cold. It means staying calm enough to choose your truth over your reaction. That's real power. Quiet, steady, unshakable. So the next time your emotions rise like a storm, don't drown in them, step back, watch the waves crash, and remember, storms don't last, but a still mind does. Lesson 3. The moment you stop running, fear loses you. Fear is not always loud. Sometimes it hides in quiet decisions. The job you did not apply for, the words you did not say, the dream you keep postponing for later. You tell yourself you're being careful, waiting for the right time, but deep down you know it's fear wearing a mask of logic. We run from fear every day. From rejection, from pain, from failure, from change. We distract ourselves with screens, with work, or with people. Anything that keeps us from facing what's really inside. And the more we run, the stronger it chases. There's a story of a man who spent years running from his shadow, terrified of what followed him. Everywhere he went, it was there, dark, close, impossible to escape. Until one day, exhausted, he stopped running. And the shadow, it disappeared. Because it was never chasing him. It was moving with him all along. That's what fear is. It's not a monster behind you. It's a reflection inside you. When you stop running, you finally see it for what it is. Not a threat, but a teacher. We all face moments where life corners us. The breakup you did not expect. The job you lost. The decision that feels too heavy to make. And fear whispers, "You're not ready." But the truth is, you've always been ready. You were just too scared to believe it. So, stop running. Sit with your fear. Let it speak and listen. Because when you face it calmly, you realize something powerful. It's smaller than you thought. The moment you stop running, fear stops ruling. And in that stillness, it loses you forever. Lesson 4. Be harder to shake than the storm itself. Life will test you, not once, but again and again, and it never warns you before it does. One day everything feels fine, and the next, the people you trusted turn away, your plans fall apart, and the ground beneath you starts to crack. Most people panic when the storm comes. They ask, why me? They lose control, lose faith, lose themselves. But the Stoic path is different. We do not ask, why is there a storm? We ask, how can I stand within it? Calm, and unbroken. Because life does not owe you peace, it gives you wind, waves, and loss, so you can learn to build peace yourself. Every storm is a test of your roots. If your peace depends on everything going right, then your peace is weak. But if you remain centered when everything falls apart, that's real power. Think of the tree in the storm. The winds bend it, the rain batters its leaves, but its roots dig deeper. That's you. Every hardship is pushing your roots into strength you did not know you had. You can't stop the storm, but you can stop yourself from being blown away by it. Maybe right now, your life feels like that storm. Bills piling up, relationships breaking, dreams slipping through your fingers. But remember this, the storm can shake your plans, your comfort, your world, but it cannot shake your will unless you let it. Breathe, stand firm, let the chaos move around you, not through you, because the one who stays still in the storm does not just survive it, they become stronger than it. Lesson 5. Don't beg for peace. Build it within. Every day, we're surrounded by noise, notifications, deadlines, conflicts, opinions, and in that chaos, we whisper to ourselves, "I just want peace." But here's the truth. Peace is not something you find, it's something you build. Most people keep waiting for life to calm down, for people to stop hurting them, for things to finally fall into place. But life never stops testing you. There will always be someone misunderstanding you, some dream slipping away, some fear whispering in the back of your mind. We try to escape, scrolling endlessly, avoiding conversations, pretending everything's fine, but that only makes the storm louder. Real peace does not come from escaping problems, it comes from facing them with a still heart. When you start taking responsibility for your reactions instead of blaming others, when you stop expecting people to fix what's broken inside you, that's when peace begins to grow. You see, you can't control the words people say or the things they do, but you can control how deeply they reach inside you. You can train your mind to stay steady, to breathe instead of break, to understand instead of explode. That's the art of Stoicism, mastering yourself before trying to master the world. So when the world feels loud, return to silence within you. When anger rises, pause. When fear grips you, breathe. Don't beg the world to be kind. Become unshaken within it, because peace is not given to the calm, it's created by the strong. Lesson 6. Refuse to be a slave to comfort. Comfort feels warm, like a soft blanket. You never want to leave, but stay in it too long, and it becomes a trap. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you trade a piece of your strength for a moment of ease. Slowly you stop growing. The fire that once pushed you to rise early, to dream boldly, begins to fade, and one day you realize you've been standing still, not because life held you back, but because comfort did. Look around, it's everywhere. People stuck in jobs they despise, but too afraid to change, dreams buried under fear of failure, minds clouded with maybe tomorrow. Comfort tells you to wait, it says you deserve a break, but that break never ends. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Every difficulty you avoid is a doorway you refuse to walk through. True growth begins where comfort ends. When you wake up early, even though you're tired. When you speak the truth, even though it shakes your voice. When you take one more step, even when you feel empty. That's where your power lives, not in comfort, but in resistance. Comfort does not love you, it only dulls you. Step outside it, face the discomfort, because in that space between fear and effort, that's where freedom begins. Lesson 7. Let every loss shape, not shatter you. There will come a day when something you love breaks. A relationship, a dream, a piece of who you thought you were. And in that moment, you'll feel like the ground beneath you has vanished. I have seen many souls fall apart under the weight of loss, not because the loss was too great, but because they believed it shouldn't have happened to them. But loss is not the enemy, it's the sculptor. It shapes what comfort never could. When my friend once lost everything, his job, his home, his sense of direction, he told me he felt invisible, like life had forgotten him. For weeks he fought with anger and despair, but one day, as he sat in silence, he realized that maybe life was not punishing him, maybe it was purifying him. The loss stripped away everything false, leaving behind only what was real, his will to rise again. That's what Stoicism teaches us, to face pain, not as a curse, but as a companion that refines the soul. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." Every ending that you face, no matter how cruel it feels, carries within it the seed of a new beginning. You can let loss destroy you, or you can let it carve you into something unbreakable. The choice is yours, to live as the victim of what you lost, or as the student of what it taught you. Remember this, broken things, when put back together with wisdom, shine stronger than before. Lesson 8. Live so firmly that fate itself respects you. There are moments in life when everything feels like it's slipping through your hands, when the people you trust turn cold, when your plans fall apart, and when silence feels heavier than noise. You try to hold yourself together, but deep down it feels like life keeps testing how much more you can take. These are the moments when most people bend, when they lose faith in themselves and let the world define who they are. But the Stoic way is different. It does not ask for the world's kindness. It teaches you to become unshaken in its storms. Most of us react to everything. A hurtful comment, a broken promise, a single failure. We let small things control our peace. But the truth is, life will never stop being unpredictable. What must change is not the world, but you. The Stoic lives from within, calm in chaos, grounded in uncertainty. Because true power does not come from avoiding pain, it comes from enduring it with grace. I remember meeting a man who worked tirelessly for years to support his family. One day, his company shut down without warning. Everyone around him panicked, but he did not. He told me, "I've lost my job, not my ability to work." And within months, he started something of his own. That's what strength looks like, the courage to begin again when life burns everything down. Epictetus once said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself." This is the heart of Stoicism. The belief that trials don't break you, they unmask you. When you're pushed to your limits, when you've lost what you thought you needed most, that's when your true character appears. So, when life tries to shake you, stand firmer. When people doubt you, stay silent. Let your actions whisper louder than their noise. When pain visits your door, open it. Learn from it. Let it make you wiser. Because peace is not born from ease, it's born from endurance. Be the kind of person who walks through chaos and still carries calm. Live with such strength and clarity that even fate hesitates before touching your spirit. Because once you become unshakable within, nothing outside can ever defeat you. You've walked through the fire of these lessons, and maybe, as you listened, something inside you stirred. A quiet realization, a feeling that these words were not just philosophy, they were a mirror reflecting your own life. Because every one of us is fighting silent battles, doubts that keep us awake, fears that steal our peace, memories that we wish we could erase. But the truth is, fearlessness is not about having no fear. It's about walking forward, despite it. It's about meeting life's chaos with calm eyes and a steady heart. The Stoics did not live easy lives. They faced betrayal, loss, exile, even death. Yet they stood firm, because they understood something most of us forget. Life does not test the weak, it shapes the strong. Every disappointment, every heartbreak, every moment of pain, it was not there to destroy you. It was there to teach you. It was there to reveal the power that's been sleeping within you all along. The question is, will you keep running from the fire, or will you finally walk through it? You've learned to face fear, to master emotion, to build peace within, to grow stronger through loss, to rise above comfort, to live so firmly that even fate must pause before testing you. These are not just words. They are the blueprint for an unshakable life. So now, take a breath. Reflect. Which of these lessons spoke to your soul the most? Was it the courage to face discomfort? The power to build peace from within? The strength to stand tall when everything falls apart? Tell me in the comments. I want to know which truth hit you hardest. And if this message reached you, if it made you feel even a spark of strength, then don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone who's struggling silently, someone who needs to be reminded that their pain has a purpose. Like this video if it helped you see life differently. Subscribe if you believe that wisdom is not ancient, it's alive within you, waiting to be awakened. Because, at the end of the day, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of living, a way of seeing beauty, even in struggle, calm even in chaos, and purpose even in pain. Walk with strength, live with peace, and let your soul stand so firm that even fate learns to respect you. And remember, this is not the end of your journey, it's the beginning of your awakening. Stay strong, stay grounded, and keep walking, with fire in your heart and peace in your mind. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, live like a Stoic and rise like a warrior.